Alright, so I'm back home and this is my current setup, so please let me know what you guys think of it, and nothing's for sure. I don't know, it's all up here. And please let me know what you think of the poster over here and just see how it looks. I don't know, I tried to do something a little bit different, and whenever I talk about a picture or somebody in particular, I'll just put their picture up over here so you actually know exactly who I'm talking about at all times. I figured it could be a little bit something interesting, and I really hope it just doesn't look awful. But we'll see. I probably should have tested a little bit more than what I did, but funny thing about this movie is that I could have seen it about 3 weeks early. However, I had an exam the next day, and I'm like, I really want to see this movie, but stupid exam. I probably should study. Dang it. So I didn't see it 3 weeks early, but I saw it now, so let's talk about it. Oh, hi, Mark. So basically, The Disaster Artist is about The Room and the production behind it. And if you've never seen The Room, you wouldn't be the only one, because it's a movie in 2003, and I haven't seen it either. I've never really heard about it until this movie started being in production. I'm like, what the heck is The Room? And apparently it's the best, worst movie there is, because apparently it's so awful. Like, one of the worst movies ever made, but it's pretty funny just because of how bad it is. And apparently it's become a cult classic and everyone loves it that has seen it just because of how bad it is. Which is kind of interesting because that's just weird, you know? It's kind of a weird cult classic movie, but I don't know. I mean, I was worried walking into this movie theater just thinking, I haven't seen The Room. Am I going to get all the jokes, or is this going to be primarily for the audience that has seen The Room? Which I feel like isn't huge. I mean, I feel like most people in the world haven't seen The Room. However, walking out of this theater, I can definitely tell you, you do not need to see The Room before this movie, because I didn't, and I really enjoyed this movie. I was surprised by how much I enjoyed it just because I haven't seen The Room. This movie makes me want to see The Room just because I just see how bad it is, and I kind of want to get a laugh out of it if it is quite that bad. And I don't know, it sounds interesting, and apparently there was a book written on the movie that's like 40% true, I guess, that was based on the production of the movie, and that's what this movie's based off of. So, I don't read, but if you want to read it, go ahead, feel free. But overall, the performances in this movie are fantastic. James Franco is definitely the highlight of this movie, because even he plays Tommy Wiseau, which is the main actor who wanted to make this big Hollywood movie, but no one would hire him, and so he decided to make his movie himself with his buddy, and Tommy Wiseau is the main actor, and James Franco portrays him, and even by the end of the movie, they have comparisons of the scenes of the Disaster Artist and The Room, and they're like identical. It's really surprising how close everyone nailed the acting of bad acting, which is kind of funny. You have to be a good actor to be a bad actor, I guess. I don't know. It's kind of interesting. And it's even more funny at how James Franco is possibly going to get nominated for best actor at the Academy Awards for being a bad actor, essentially. I don't know. There's been a lot of Oscar buzz about that. Is he worthy of it? I could see it. I don't know if that'd be my first pick, but then there's Dave Franco, which also does fantastic, and Seth Rogen does fantastic as well. The entire cast does, really, in my opinion. Seth Rogen honestly made me laugh a good majority of the time he was on screen, which has been a while for me that I've actually can say that, because Seth Rogen hasn't impressed me a whole lot here recently, but this is definitely one of his better ones as of lately. So, I definitely like that. And, like, the music to this movie, I really enjoyed it. It's the type of music that you just want to get up and dance to, so I'm definitely cool with that kind of thing. And the only thing was, the two things that I kind of had a problem with is that towards the beginning of the movie, it's good, but the setup of it is not as good as the rest of the movie, because once you get to the big Hollywood movie making stuff, that's when the movie starts taking off and gets a lot better and more funny and interesting, and it's just overall a better movie. However, I do think the ending of it all is a little over the top, and I'm not going to spoil any of it. However, if you've seen the movie, you kind of know what I'm talking about, and if you haven't seen it and then will see it, you'll know what I'm talking about later. It's just that type of thing. but I've never seen The Room, so maybe it's not over the top. I don't know. I definitely got to check out The Room. And I don't know. I really enjoyed this movie more than I was expecting, so I'm going to give this movie a 7 out of 9. It would be worth seeing at full ticket price. Like I said, I was surprised. I'm surprised by this movie just because I haven't seen The Room. You definitely do not need to see The Room whatsoever because I still enjoyed it. I really did. So, I mean, thank you all very much for watching this. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel to see more content like this. And remember, no movie is a perfect 10 out of 10. God bless you all.